What's up, fellas? I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go around and around, hanging out at the old Cafe Mafia. But I was just sitting here thinking and waiting for my drink to be ready. And, you know, comment sections are the most fun for me. Because it gets me to thinking, you know, like, man, maybe I should talk about this, or maybe I should talk about that. But, that being said, comment section didn't make me think about nothing. So, I had to use the old noodle to try to come up with something that I wanted to talk about. And unfortunately, it all rolls around to kind of like a budget thing, but not really. But kinda. So, you know, you got your high rollers and you got your mid-end rollers, and then you got people like me that are just shoestringing it. And so I wanted to say, like, you get a cheap rent here in the Philippines, right? Let's say 5,000 pesos a month. And hopefully you get a place where it includes Wi-Fi. If you don't, well, then you're looking at another 1,500. Okay? So that's 6,500, which is, you know, 120 some odd bucks, something like that. And then your electricity. Now, that's on you whether you're going to do your aircon or you're not. Even if you don't, here in Cebu, I'm paying 1.5 for just using a bunch of fans, okay? I think I got 3 fans going. No, I got 4 fans going. Mostly 24/7, except when I split out. So that's 1.5. So the base cost of it is about 8K. All right. So then, if you think about it, if you're living that way, then you're already thinking, you know, you wanna save dough. And how you gonna save dough is, you know, cutting those costs right at the cord. And then, you know, you gotta cut ties to your Western cravings. Kind of. You know, I love steak, but I'm not out trying to get steak. In fact, if I wanted to go get steak, it would cost me an arm and a leg just to go get it, because the only place I could really get a good steak would be, you know, in Cebu City, and that's quite a jaunt. So, it's just not worth it. Traffic, you know, it's not just the money, it's the hassle of getting what I want from where I live. So anyways, all that being said, how you can have a good life here on 1,000 pesos a day. Now, I would say, personally, if I was spending 1K a day, I would be doing whatever I wanted to do, always. And in excess, really, because there's not a lot really to do. You can only eat out so much. And even when you do eat out, like here at the old Mafia, you know, you can eat for 2.5 people. I call him my little 1.5 because he just kind of munches on what we buy. You know, you can get away with, you know, 600 or 700 pesos a day. And if you got your own transportation or something like that, then you're not paying trikes or anything, so none of that factors into your costs. So, you know, you can only do that so much, right? Unless you want to, you know, balloon up like a whale and gain weight, because everything they cook here is, you know, on the heavier side of things, the oils and whatnot. So it's, for us, or for me, it's better to just cook at home. And then if I want to go do something, well, there's not much to do out here, so we go to the mall and we get our groceries and stuff, our necessities that we can't purchase, you know, in the wet market, and stuff like that, right? So if you've got 1,000 pesos a day and you're not trying to live a high life, you're gonna do very, very well here in the Philippines, and you're gonna enjoy it. I'm in Cebu. That's the second biggest freaking province in the whole country. Okay, so it's comparable, sorry, to Manila in a lot of ways, and Manila is going to be more expensive than most. So, 1,000 pesos a day outside of Cebu, I'm in Cordoba, would be fantastic. So I think you could do it on a lot less than that. But for a lot of people, 1,000 pesos a day isn't a lot, and they think that they would need even more than that. Well, you don't. You really don't. You can do very well on 1,000 pesos a day. You can eat, you know, chicken in a sol, you know, for 300-400 pesos. You can do a little step up like Mafia here and spend, you know, 6, 8, whatever. It's just it's a good good kind of benchmark or a beacon for you to look at to say, wow, you know, I can do that much with it. Maybe you really can. So you got your base, which is, you know, what did I say, 8.5 for that. You're probably going to spend, if you go grocery shopping, for your necessities and things, you're probably going to spend, you know, 1,000 to 2,000 a week. So let's just say 8. So 16.5 is the base. Hello, good morning. How are you?
Good.
So add all that up and you're looking at like 45 or 6,000 pesos, which falls below the 1K. Now I'm just telling you, I have a family of 3, 2.5, and that formula is way doable, and we do it on way less than that. And so anybody who says that, you know, you're going to be bored, you're not going to be able to do anything, blah blah blah, you definitely are. Don't listen to them. They're full of beans, and I just laid it out for you. So there you have it. Live in the Philippines on 1,000 pesos a day and enjoy the crap out of it. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.